The year is 1941, and this morning the air was heavy. I woke up and the neighborhood was oddly silent. I was too young to realize that something was going on. There was a war going on overseas. It seemed to be only getting worse. When I walked into the kitchen, I could see my mother, father, and oldest brother Paul huddled around the newspaper. The headline read, U.S. declares state of war. One battleship lost, 1,500 killed in Hawaii. The United States was officially a part of the horrible destruction of war.
Come, Martin, sit down, have breakfast.
Oh, what's going on?
Martin, you're far too young, just worry about going to school.
I wish that's all I had to worry about.
Paul, don't speak like that. We don't even know what's going to happen.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Son, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. And there were a lot of people killed. The government decided it was our time to enter the war.
What does this mean for us?
Some things might be changing around here.
Go wake up Sean. He's gonna make you both wait. William, why did you have to go off telling him all of that before he goes to school? He's way too young.
He's 14, he can handle it. You would have heard about it in school anyway.
Mom, I'm afraid. I registered and I've been drafted. The training is not a joke.
Honey, that's far from now. Just stop worrying so much. Get ready for work. Morning.
Good morning.
What's all this about in the paper?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
The United States is at war now?
Well, yes, son. As of yesterday, we're at war.
Did they say anything about the draft? Did they extend the age?
Nothing about the draft has been released. Let's not discuss this right now. Have a good day at school. I'll see you boys later.
We should get going. Sean, are you excited for your birthday?
Not now, Martin.
What? What do you mean? Birthdays are exciting.
You don't understand. Being 18 is not going to be fun anymore.
I wish I was 18. Hey, Chris, let's go play ball after dinner.
Yeah, sure. Let me ask my mom first.
Sean, you want to join us?
Martin, it's time to grow up. Come home and spend time with the family. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Sorry, Chris. It's all good. I'll talk to you later. See you guys later.
Okay, boys. Go wash up. Dinner's almost ready.
All right, help your mother set the table. Sean, what would you like for your birthday tomorrow?
Nothing, Dad. Let's just be thankful we're all here.
What's got into you, son? You only turn 18 once. What do you want, movie tickets? That's it. Take a nice lady to the movies.
Am I the only one who's bothered by the idea that Paul and I might be sent to war? I don't want to think about that on my birthday. I don't want to be eligible. I just want to be a kid.
My dearest Sean, stop all this war talk. You're going to be okay. Paul is going to be okay. Take the present from your father and say thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
Happy birthday, son. Elizabeth, the news is almost on.
What are the stories about today, hon? Anything good?
Some updates about the war, local stories, the usual.
Let's not watch it. Nothing interesting.
It's getting late, kids. I think it's time for you boys to go to bed.
Night.
Good night.
Can we please discuss the worst case scenario now the children are on? We need to have a plan.
Oh, how I wish the subject would just be dropped. Kills me every time it's brought up.
Mom, I'm an able 21-year-old who registered for the draft. They are going to need men. We have to make a plan if I'm drafted.
Elizabeth, Paul is right. The odds are very high. They're going to take whoever they can get. A soldier is a soldier in their eyes.
Just don't say anything to the younger ones. Sean is already realizing what could happen. Martin is far too young, but I'm worried for Sean. He's not ready for any of this.
They are sending men in January. I have already been called for training once before. I'm going to end up in that deployment.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself, son. We don't know that.
I'm going to bed.
Good night, son.
Good night, son.
Today is Sean's birthday and the mood is a lot lighter. Sean went with his friend Mary to the movies and made the best out of his 18th birthday. Within the next couple of weeks, the war talk faded and our lives went on normally. Occasionally, there would be updates. One day, the notice came in. Just as Paul predicted, he was picked to be deployed in the end of January 1942.
Today's the day. I'm going to serve our country and stand up for what we believe in. I promise I'll make you all proud. You see when all this is over.
I miss you, Paul. Write me. Tell me about all the cool places you're gonna go see.
I will, Martin. Be good to Mom and Dad. Listen to me. Take school seriously, you hear?
I promise I will.
Goodbye, Paul. Good luck over there. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm going to offer you a couple of wise words. This war isn't going to last forever, but it will seem as it is though. Don't pay attention to any of the newscasts or papers. Most all take care of everyone, especially Martin. Keep Mom and Dad in line. Make sure they take care of you guys. I'll see you soon.
The house is now oddly silent and uncomfortable. My oldest brother, my best friend, my role model, is gone. He writes sometimes, but it's not the same. I want to be able to see him. I miss joking around. I miss his stories he would tell me. It's now November 1942, and I am a sophomore in high school. They extend the draft age, and now Sean is eligible. I pray that he doesn't get taken from us too. I'm now 15, and at the rate this war is going, I don't think it will be over by the time I'm 18.
Mom, did you get the mail today?
Yes, I did. Nothing from Paul.
Are you sure? It's been a while since he sent something. I'm gonna go check again.
Honey, I'm getting worried about Paul. Did you know where he was stationed last?
No, I don't recall. Check the last letter he sent.
Sean and Martin have been checking every day. It's been almost 40 days since he's written.
Don't act any differently. All we can do is wait.
I am going to be worried until the minute we get a word from him.
Mom, what if Paul is missing? What if he was killed? And he's never coming back?
Honey, calm down. Stop being like this.
Months went by, and slowly we received a message from Paul. Then the letters came to a halt. Thinking it was the same situation as before, none of us were worried, until a year passed. The worst day of my life came. It was the day the telegram arrived on my doorstep. The image of seeing my mother at the door weeping will never leave my mind. Paul died in the invasion of Normandy. The year was 1944, and now I only had one brother. Paul was never coming home. Sean was never drafted, and before I got to turn 18, the war ended. The United States dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, causing the Japanese to surrender, which we were persuaded to think was a heroic gesture, until an article was released in the paper called Hiroshima by a man named John Hersey. The true nature of war was revealed in front of us. This war destroyed my family. As I watched all of the soldiers come home, I know my brother never will, but I live on in his memory and hope for a better tomorrow.